there, welcome back to Houseplanted again. My name is Courtney, and in today's video, I wanted to do something a little bit different. So I really like watching home tours, celebrity home tours, and things of that nature. And a lot of celebrities have a lot of plants. They have a lot of plants. So in today's video, I am going to be ranking. I'm going to do top 10 of Bretman Rock's Architectural Digest home tour, and I wanted to pick him because one, he lives in Hawaii. I hope I said that correctly. If I didn't, please correct me in the comments. But I already knew that his plant collection was amazing. I actually watched this video when it first came out a couple months ago, and I just knew he would have the most amazing plants. And I'm only gonna rank 10 because he just has so many. And I'm gonna do, number 1 is gonna be my most favorite, and number 10 is gonna be my least favorite. So like I said, I just rewatched the video. I haven't ranked anything yet, but I did type out, you probably can't see this, but I did type out as many plants as I could easily spot because I kind of feel like some of them were like breezed over. You couldn't really tell. So I just wrote down as much as I possibly could, and we're gonna rank them from 1 to 10. I'm not going to do them in any particular order, and we'll talk about his plant collection. So let's dive in.
Aloha, hi AD, welcome in.
Holy shit. Okay. Right off the bat. So, actually, let me go 1 second. So I think I missed.
Aloha,
I can see it better in this.
Hi AD, welcome in.
Okay, so I can see it better. So there's 2 plants in like right as soon, well there's actually 3 that, there's 4. See, there's a lot of plants. That's why I didn't put every single plant down, but it was one that I put on my list. So I'm thinking right here and at the very top of the screen, hopefully I can circle this, but I think this is a lemon lime philodendron, and I think a Philodendron Brazil, and a bird of paradise, and then this red one, I know the name, but I literally can't think of it. That's why I didn't put it on my list. But those are 3 plants that I do remember putting on my list of plants that I remember seeing in his collection. So lemon lime philodendron is one that I've never had. I think they're really pretty, and they're just, obviously they're philodendron versus a neon pothos, kind of similar, so they can get mixed up. But I want to say it's a lemon lime, but it could be neon pothos, I don't know. But I will rank this one because I love neon plants. I just think they're so cool. I think I will rate this at number, I'm gonna rate it at number 7. And I'm gonna write it down like what I rank them, and I'll obviously put it on the screen, but I'm gonna rank this lemon lime philodendron or neon pothos at number 7. So there's another one up there, and I think it's a Philodendron Brazil. Y'all know, if you've watched videos on my channel, I feel like I talk about the Philodendron Brazil all the time. It's something I constantly talk about because it's one of my favorite plants. I think it's really easy to care for. I think it looks gorgeous. He has them in multiple places in this video. If you've never seen this before, he has multiple of the Philodendron Brazil, like plants, cuttings all around his house. And I love this plant. So I'm gonna rank it, because it is on my list of plants that I remember seeing in this video. I'm gonna rank it number 3. I'm gonna rank this number 3. You may think I'm crazy based on the plants he has, but I'm gonna rank it number 3 because it's one of my favorite plants. So the other plant that I wanted to point out, literally this is 4 seconds into the video, is a bird of paradise. Y'all know, I feel like I keep saying y'all know, and we're only 3 plants in, but bird of paradise is one of my favorite plants. It's one of the first plants that I got when I moved down to Austin, Texas. I've never had any trouble with this plant ever, except for recently, but it just needed a repot because it was in this really tiny terracotta pot. But I love bird of paradise. They look gorgeous. They grow so huge. Mine has a new leaf growing, and I just think they're so easy to care for. I don't think I've ever had trouble with a bird of paradise. And I love how dramatic they look. I just think they look so fucking good. So I'm gonna rank bird of paradise at number, I'm gonna say number 5. I'm gonna give bird of paradise number 5 in the top 10. We're gonna talk about the terrarium in a second because there's a lot of plants in there. There's one, I can't remember what it is, but
My live terrarium terrarium out.
Okay, so now we're in the terrarium, and I only picked out 3 plants in here. There's one, I feel like it's a crystallinum. I feel like it's a crystallinum, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'm not gonna include it. But there are 3 plants that I am pretty sure of, and that is the Monstera albo, the Gloriosum, and I think Jose Bono. I think that's how you say it, Jose Bono, Jose Bueno, Jose Bono. Please correct me if that's not how you say it. But I picked those 3 out of this entire thing because there's a lot of plants in there. So Monstera albo is, you know, the plant that everybody absolutely loves. I like them. I think they're pretty. I don't have one. I don't know if I'll ever get one. And I don't know. I think they're pretty though. I think they're really pretty. And then the Philodendron gloriosum. I actually have a Philodendron gloriosum dark form and actually just bought a gloriosum online, which I know I have a plant business and I ship plants all the time, but I've never bought a plant online, and I actually got this from a TikTok live plant purge. So I'm really excited to receive that. I'll definitely do a video when I get those plants in. And then the Jose Bono, I have seen one in real life. I actually did plant sitting, which I need to do a video about that too, but I did it back in August, and I filmed this person's collection, and they said I could film and make content about it, which I did. I just never edited the content, but I will do that. But they had a Jose Bono and they told me this whole story about it. And I think it's a really, really gorgeous plant, and the variegation differs a lot with, I mean, any variegated plant can differ, but the Jose Bono just, it's really, really pretty to me. And I'm going to, so that's 3 plants, and we're basing this ranking off of plants that I like, and that's it. That's the criteria that I like and I think are pretty. So I'm gonna put the Monstera albo, I'm gonna put the Monstera albo at number 4. Please don't come for me in the comments. I'm just gonna put it at number 4 because it's one that I've never had. I only see it online or on videos, so I really don't know much about it past its looks, and I've never seen one in real life. So I'm gonna put it at number 4. The Jose Bono, I have seen that, and I think that plant is so pretty, but I've never owned it. So I'm gonna put that one, I feel like my rankings are gonna go so fast. Jose Bono, I'm gonna put that at I'm gonna put it at number 6. I'm gonna put it at number 6. And the Philodendron gloriosum, I'm gonna put at number 2 just because I really like mine, and I bought another one obviously, so I like it a lot, and I just think it's a really pretty plant, fairly easy to care for. The one that I got was in water, and then the one that I actually already have, that one was in water. I just transferred it to soil. It's doing really well. It's growing a new leaf. And if I can, I'll put some footage in here if I have time. But I'm gonna put that at number 2. So let's keep watching Bretman's tour.
When I moved to America, I couldn't really in my house, and I love it the most. Another thing that I really love is this.
Okay, so right here, he's talking about his wall that is reminiscent, is that the right word, of Where the Wild Things Are, which that was one of my favorite books as a child too, and he goes in to talk about that. But there's a bird of paradise in here, and I know I already ranked bird of paradise, but just, you can just see it in like the corner of this video, and it just looks so gorgeous. I would just want to reiterate that I love the bird of paradise. I love it. I'm like wanting to change my ranking because I'm like, I'm not going to change it. I'm going to put it at number 5. I still like it. It's one of my favorites, but I'm going to keep that at number 5. So far I have number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 3 more plants to rank, and yeah, we have 3 more. So let's go through the rest of this video. Okay, so now we're in his like living room area, And in the back corner, he has this Monstera deliciosa and palm. I think it kind of looks like cuttings that are in there, but they're real. I feel like they're real. They look real. So I'm just gonna judge it on the Monstera deliciosa and the palm. I guess I'll judge them both together. I love Monstera deliciosa. I just think they're so pretty. Palm, I'm not a big fan of palms. I've never had one. Yeah, I've never had a palm. If I'm judging them together, I would probably put this at number 9. If I'm judging the Monstera deliciosa with the palm, I would probably put it at number 9. If I'm judging the Monstera by itself, I would put it at number 8. So I'm gonna judge them together. I'm gonna judge them together, and I'm gonna put it at number 9. And that's just what it's gonna be. So now we're in his like cactus garden area. I did not rank or judge any of the cactuses because they're just not plants that I ever buy or that like I'm interested in buying. But I think in the corner, I want to say it's a painted lady. I want to say it's a painted lady. Like I want to say that because when there's like a close-up, I hope. Okay, from the close-up, I feel like I see pink on the stems, so that's why I think it's a painted lady. I've never had a painted lady. I've never seen one in real life. It kind of reminds me of a I don't remember. I can't even think of what it reminds me of, but I've never had it in real life. But it was one that I had on my list of plants. So I would rank this at number 8. I would rank this plant, the Philodendron painted lady, I would rank it at number 8. It's just a plant that I've never had, and I don't know that much about. I think it's pretty, but I would definitely rate it at number 8, so I'm gonna write that down. Okay, so I'm like 99% sure this is a pink princess philodendron. I am not a fan of this plant. I probably would never buy one. I just don't like the look of them in general. I mean, I like the color, but I just don't like the way that it grows. I don't like the growth pattern on them. I do like the container, the vase, the planter pot that he has it in. It's boobs. I love boobs, obviously. I'm gonna put this at number 10. I'm gonna put it at number 10. Don't come for me in the comments. It's just my opinion. It's just a plant that I have never had, probably won't ever buy. And yeah, I really don't like the growth pattern. Love the color, love pink, but I just don't love the growth pattern of the pink princess philodendron. So now we're outside. I know this plant technically is not in his house, but I'm still gonna include it, and I'm gonna put it at number 1 because I just think I love these type of plants. So I think it's an elephant ear. In the back, it has this like dark purple or maybe black stem pointing up, and they're so huge. I think that's why I love elephant ears. I have a bunch of my own outside, and I just think they're so gorgeous. And I really think the thing that I like about them the most, that's why I put it at number 1, is how big they can get. I don't have a lot of big plants, big leaf plants. I have few and far in between. Because I normally don't buy mature plants. I buy smaller plants because they're more inexpensive. I like watching them grow. I like experimenting as well. But elephant ears are one of the first plants that I actually grew from the little bulb outside in my house this summer by myself. And I love the experience of that, and I relate like that experience to elephant ears, and that's why I'm gonna put it at number 1. You might think I'm crazy. You may think I'm crazy, but that's okay because this is just my opinion and me judging plants based off of my personal experiences. But I'm gonna put it at number 1. I'm gonna try to zoom in on these. They're huge. Like I feel like they're the size of my body. Like you can't sleep on that. You cannot sleep on that. I think these plants are gorgeous. They're definitely my number 1, and I also feel like they're really inexpensive for the size that you get and the drama that you get with these plants. And you can have them inside, you can have them outside. I'm moving mine in for the winter, probably in the next couple weeks, and I'll be doing a video on that and testing out different methods and see what works. But I'm gonna put it at number 1. And if you judge me, that's okay. If you judge me, that's okay. That's okay. So now I want to hear from you. Where would you have ranked the plants that I talked about in this video? Put that in the comments below. I really want to know where you would actually rank these plants based off your experience, based off of what you like. I think it'll be a really interesting conversation for us to start. And I want to thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you in the next one.